Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel. In the planning for several years, the Newbury Library expansion is in its home stretch. Let's hear more about the need, the plan, and the vote coming up at town meeting that could get shovels in the ground. Hi, ladies.
A year ago at town meeting, the voters approved $200,000 to do the preliminary work toward constructing the library. And this followed probably 6 years since we started in 2013 to start looking at what we needed, how much space, how we were going to use it. Everything had been done except the fundraising to make this happen. Newbury is not a wealthy town, and we're well aware that we wanted to minimize the impact on taxes for our residents. So when I started about a year ago, my predecessor had raised about $170,000. But I've learned so much, and what I've learned is how generous people have been, both the Newbury voters who love the library, our seasonal residents who also love the library, some of the local banks who have supported us, and a couple of foundations as well. We have now raised $477,716.75, which I think is an amazing amount of money. This is toward our goal of $500,000, which on the warrant article, which will appear at town meeting on May 1 at Mount Sunapee, the total warrant article says $1,822,000 for the total library construction. But of that, the foundation has pledged to provide $500,000, and the town bond is $1,322,000. This results in a tax impact for our citizens of only $13 a year for the first year and $11 a year for every year after that per $100,000 of assessed value on their property. So a $200,000 assessed property would be $26 in the first year and $22 for the subsequent years. And that's assuming a 15-year bond, which I think is a pretty reasonable cost for what we're going to be getting out of this. Now I'd like to introduce our library director, Leah McBain, who's going to show us a little bit about the specifics that are going to happen with this new library expansion.
So our designs took into account the current space that we have. So as we're walking in, we're looking at some modifications to existing structures. Right here at the beginning, we have a new meeting room in the tower space where the middle school collection currently is. This is important for our community because we do find a lot of people needing to use our space for meetings, for business purposes, for quiet spaces for study. This space here, we move all of the computers into one central location. This room is for processing of materials and technical work, which we currently don't have a space for. And you can see through this window here, staff will have a view to the teen room. It's an existing space, but it's a new function. We do have teens who use the space currently, and also teens who we hope to bring in the future for homework help. This space was our fiction room, and it's now going to be a quiet reading space with the couch, very much like a living room function. This is the new addition space. We have positioned the circulation desk in a central location so staff have sight lines to all areas of the library for safety. And this is the program space. We don't currently have a program space within the library. We take, for most programs, all of our materials across to the Vets Hall. And this would allow us to hold programs in the space. This is where our fiction collection will be, along with some soft seating. And in here is the addition to our children's room. We'll have the children's collection in this area, and then we have room in the existing children's space for programming, like after school and story time. And this is important because we do a lot of after school programming currently. So the significance of the expanded children's room is that we want to allow a space for parents to browse our collection at the same time as after school programs or other children's programming. The children's room has also added a bathroom as an addition, so parents don't have to take kids all the way back through the library to get to the bathrooms. Families love our children's programs. We enjoy providing this for the community, and this is just a way of supporting that service. The library's current space is about 2,800 square feet. This addition is going to double that in size. A lot of the reasons for doubling are also due to collection space. This current building was built for 15,000 volumes. We currently have around 16,000 volumes, and in order to stay contained within this space, we do find that we have to heavily weed collections, we have to creatively shelve and organize our space, and a lot of our shelving is also not very accessible, with high shelving and low shelving, and also very tight aisles for some of our shelves. So libraries occupy a very different space in today's communities. We are a lot more than just book repositories. We are places for people to gather. We are a human connection in a very digital world. We are a place for people to search for jobs, to better their lives, to educate themselves through programming as well as through books. And we are very much a part of the community, and that human connection that libraries provide, I think, is something that is extremely important in our world today.
Thank you, Leah. I want to encourage Newbury voters to join us on May 1. That's a new time and date this year. May 1 is a Saturday at 9 o'clock in the morning at Mount Sunapee Resort. The meeting will be in a tent. Come to the big top and vote for warrant Article 2 to expand the Newbury Public Library. Thank you.
Thank you. For the residents of Newbury, I remind you that the town meeting was moved to May 1st, starting at 9 a.m. under the tent at Mount Sunapee Ski Area.